Hey, hey, hey! How is your day? How's your evening going? It's 7 o'clock, I think, right now. Got all these little gnats over here wanting to visit with me. I have my shirt off because it's 95 degrees. And I'm sitting in the shade in my camp chair. A really nice camp chair. Fandango. If you want a nice, solid, sturdy camp chair, this is it. It's very, very well built. Very well built. I got it through Walmart, $65 I believe it was that I paid for it. And I've had it for, well, it's the second year I've had it. Bought it last year. And it's sturdy. It doesn't, you don't feel like you're sitting on the ground when you're sitting in it. And yeah, all these little gnats over here. But I'm in the shade and it's nice. I had my my dinner a little bit ago, and yeah. Looks like because it's a holiday, the chemtrails took a day off. I'll probably see them again tomorrow. I wonder if I put a petition on here, how many people would sign it? I see that Trump supporters are here on TikTok. I've seen several videos of Trump talking about increasing Social Security, SSI, SSDI, and that would be nice. Yeah, I'm just sitting here thinking about some things. I just uploaded my video from this morning. I left Russellville about 3, I think. About 3 o'clock, 3:30, something like that. I had completed my mission, and it was talking with the gentleman who had a history of being Baptist, like I was when I first was young. Then he got into Assembly of God. I talked about my roots in Pentecostal and Baptist, and how I got into the Assembly of God in leadership there, in a worship leader. Although I don't call myself a leader of anything, I'm just a conduit. Just like now, I'm a conduit. Teaching, educating people here on YouTube, YouTube and TikTok. Ringa. They want to get in your face. About the holistic ways of healing and staying healthy, and taking care of your mind, and so on and so forth. And as I was sitting here just pondering on things, and I noticed that my wonderful daughter caught my video from last night. And shout out to Emily. I love you so much. And my baby girls, Caroline, which I call Kara, and Gracie, and and the little girl that's on the way. I'm so proud and so blessed and so pleased and so honored to be your dad and to be their grandpa. And to my son, I got to talk with him. I think it was yesterday, just for a little bit. I think he said something about getting a liquor license. He's a professional bartender. He has been for years in Maui. And him and his beautiful wife are coming over here as soon as the bar sells there and into Oklahoma. And I just might go and check up that golf resort that they're going to be working in when I'm in Oklahoma, because that's where I'm headed next. And I was talking to the lady. Interesting, neither the lady or the gentleman I spoke to this morning gave their name. I gave them mine. She was really interested in my work and my passion, so I gave her my TikTok, Vibrations of Healing, last night, and she was very thankful. She said, "Thank you for you," which I admired. Like I said last night, I'm not seeking validation. I don't need validation. But it's good to know that, I'm on the path that I'm supposed to be on, doing what I'm supposed to do. And so, yeah, shout out to them. And at about 3:30, I heard Spirit say, "It's time to go." And so I left, and I went 20 miles down the road. I saw the Walmart, and now this is where I'm at a very nice little spot here too. It's very comfortable, very comfortable. And so I think I'll camp out here tonight, and then head on down the road tomorrow. I wasn't even aware it was Thursday. Oh my goodness. The days just, fly by. But as I was sitting here just contemplating on things about my health and everything, I'd like to share with you how I came into this world. God told Jeremiah, "Before you were formed in the womb, I knew you." Well, that says a lot, because I used to use the excuse that, hey, I didn't choose this route, I didn't choose this life. But I have realized, and I discovered a while back, actually through a video, I discovered that I did sign a contract to come here. And I've had several different lives. I've walked in royalty. I've walked in poverty. I've walked in, I don't know, poverty would be the word. In lack. I've worn robes. I've seen these robes in my visions, in my dreams. I've seen these different lives in my visions and dreams, and I just thought that they were spiritual dreams. But I've learned that we live several lives. We've actually, the church is not going to let you believe in reincarnation. I don't even know where they came up with the word reincarnation, but we're always evolving, continuously evolving. And so I came into this world with challenges. I call them challenges. I don't call them defects. I don't call disease because our words and our emotions behind those words create things, form things. So I call them challenges. And I came in here in this world with 4 of them. I had no heel on my right foot. Both of my feet were turned in. Narrow spinal canal, and both of my ears were perforated, both my eardrums. And so, I was marked from the get-go. And the doctors at the Shriners Hospital in Utah told my parents that they might as well just sell everything, the baby bed and all the clothes and everything. Might as well just sell it, because he's not leaving the hospital. He's going to be a lifetime resident. Well, that didn't fly because God had other plans. And I defied that. The doctors in 1959 didn't. I think I probably was an experiment. They didn't have the knowledge and the technology to graft a heel on my foot, and yet they did that. This is, I have no heel there, or ankle bone there. They used that and they created a heel. I'm not exactly sure how they worked to get my feet straight. I still have a bow. My left leg is longer than the other, and so on and so forth. And because of those challenges, I was limited. I couldn't wear cowboy boots. I couldn't wear low-top tennis shoes. They had to be high-top tennis shoes. So on and so forth. I couldn't play. I couldn't participate in any of the reindeer games. I was limited. I couldn't play sports. I couldn't, because of my hearing. I had to sit at the front of the class, and of course I was picked on and called names because of that. I've always been picked on, and so I went through life with these challenges and with the mindset. I grew up with chronic pain in my lower back. I couldn't do a lot of lifting. I couldn't do a lot of work, period. I worked in the fields when I was younger. I worked in the plants when I grew older. None of that was healthy for me because of my challenges, my lower back. I finally in 88, I think it was 89, while I was working for Treetop in Yakima, Washington. It was during Labor Day, I still remember this, and I was working in the plant that was shut down at the time, and they had in one of the rooms, it was the compressor room, they had been doing some work on the floor, and they dumped the cement into the trash bag or the trash can. They were pretty good size, a 50-gallon trash can, I think it was, and it was covered up and everything. Well, anyways, they weren't supposed to do that, but I lifted that and I pulled my back, and from then on, things had gotten worse. I eventually had to quit Treetop. I tried to get into. I didn't know about my rights. Working for being a part of the union. If I'd have known about my rights, I would have fought it. But I tried to get into the lab then, and and it could have been, it could have been God, because everything is timed, everything is appointed. So I couldn't get into there, and anyways, it was very, very hard on me and my family and my children. And so I went to different jobs. I went to auto sales. I sold cars. I worked for a company out of California it was like a convenience store type of thing. I worked for that in maintenance. I did a lot of maintenance work, and I ended up injuring my back again several years later. So just a little bit about me. I defied those odds. Eventually I got rid of all the medication that they had me on, because it was just doing nothing but tearing my body up and my stomach up. Tylenol will just definitely tear up your kidneys and your liver. And so I just decided to dump all that, and I went holistic, and I've been doing that ever since. So So I thought I would share that with you, because like I said, I've defied those odds. I've defied everything that the doctors have told me. I've defied everything that life has told me. If they told me I couldn't do something, I proved them wrong, that I could, and I did, and I have, and I continue, and I always will. I was put on this earth to be a shapeshifter and an alchemizer, and to stand out without being seen, if that makes any sense to you. I'm a mountain mover, a shaker. I don't conform to societal norms. I don't conform to the rules of this earth, and I won't. I defy, I'm a Libra. And Libras stand for justice, and they don't deal with injustice. And so the chemtrails, that's injustice. That's injustice to our health. It's injustice to our ecosystem and our environment, because it's toxic metals that they're spraying into the sky. I don't stand for that. I'm for the underdog. I know what it's like to be the underdog. I'm for the underdog. I always have been. And so, anyways, I really appreciate my followers. I was sitting here going through all of this. How do I put it? Hi, babe. Hi, hon. Hello, dear. How are you? How are you doing? Hey, baby. Hey there. Hello there. Hey, hi, ho. I do appreciate all you, but I'm not available. I'm taken. God has already appointed a woman for me, and when the time is right, it'll happen. She'll happen. Will happen. And that's the way it is. But I am definitely honored, and I'm flattered that you think of me that way. And I don't want a relationship. I am not in a place for a relationship. I mean, in my life. And I don't want normal. I've had normal. I'm unique. I don't, I want someone who stimulates my intellect, not someone who bores me with their, hey, look what I'm eating, look what I did today. I'm at the gym now, this and that, and I mean no harm. I mean, no disrespect to any of that, but it's boring. I need a challenge. Amen. So I thought I would share my personal experience and how and why I got into holistic health and wellness, and why I educate on video, and why I do everything I can to make sure my children are healthy, my grandchildren are healthy, my brother and sisters are healthy, my dad, my family, my friends. I'll talk to anybody about health and wellness, because I want to see the world healthy. I want to see the world healed. The Lord said He would restore. He said He would heal the land. He did. He said He would heal the land. And He's not just talking about the land, the earth that I'm standing on right now. He's talking about our land, our health, our well-being. Amen? So, what do you got to be grateful for? I have lots. I shared it in my video, just how how pleased and how excited I am to be a dad. And not always been a good dad. Not always. No, I was a mess growing up. I was a mess trying to raise a family. Uh, you know, I was a mess. So not always been a good dad. Uh, but I'm grateful that my children and I have conversations, and we have a good relationship now. Anyway, I have lots to be grateful for. I've got good health. I'm provided for. I'm divinely supported, and I've got 100 million angels around me, with me. I can see them right now, standing around me. I am divinely supported within. I am one with the universe, one with spirit, one with source, one with God. And he's taking very good care of me. So if you do choose to bless me financially, Venmo is the only source right now. I might do PayPal in a while. Cash App is still in dispute, thanks to my hackers. And so if you choose to bless me, I'll be grateful, definitely be grateful. And any amount, I mean, it's just fuel, so, and it's, well, I'll be getting a new battery soon. And it's, yeah, and the car needs serviced again. The little light comes on. I just serviced it 2 weeks ago. But anyways, and I've gone a long way since then. But yeah, I'm very grateful for you and for what you contribute on TikTok and on YouTube. I'm kind of behind on my videos on YouTube. I think I'm more involved with TikTok at this point. But anyways, yeah. Tell me what you got to be grateful for. So my sister tells me it's Juneteenth. Wow, I wonder if they're going to have a July-teenth too. Oh no, that's 4th of July. And, so then you can go out and spend money on alcohol and the fireworks, to corrupt our environment. And so, but anyways, that's just the way it is. Tell me what you got to be grateful for. Leave a message in the comments, and I'm going to deal with these gnats. Have a wonderful evening. Ya Shalom.